Welcome to the third lecture of our lecture series on human resource management. In this video, I am going to discuss about human resource planning, which is a crucial function in human resource management. We'll move on to the next slide to see the topics which will be covered in this video. The first topic is what is human resource planning, then the main objectives of human resource planning, the importance of human resource planning, and after that I will briefly explain the process of human resource planning. Then what is human resource forecasting? Factors which raise the need of forecasting, techniques for forecasting human resource demands, and techniques for estimating human resource supply, and finally HR strategies for avoiding labor surplus and shortage. So we'll go to the first topic. Now let's look at what is meant by human resource planning. Basically, it is the process of forecasting or estimating future human resource requirements of an organization in order to ensure that such organization has the right people in the right number at the right time in order to achieve the organizational objectives. This means that through human resource planning, organizations attempt to estimate the future human resource needs and identify how such needs can be met at the required time. The consequences of business strategies on the human resources of an organization will be determined through this process. Therefore, human resource planning ensures that human resource supply meets the human resource demand. In this process, the current human resource capacity of the organization is compared to forecasted future demands and supply to identify possible labor surpluses and shortages. This human resource planning is also known as manpower planning. Now let's look at the main objectives of human resource planning. The first one is to forecast future human resource requirements and also to estimate the cost of human resource. Then to assess possible labor surplus and shortages which may occur in the future. By maintaining a balance between demand and supply of human resources, the organization could gain the maximum benefits out of its human resource. And also, human resource planning ensures that the organization has the right number of employees who possess the required skills. And it supports in coping up with changes which could occur in the business in future. And another objective is to control and maintain the current human resource through better means. Now I will discuss some of the factors as to why human resource planning is important with regard to human resource management. The first one is it ensures that the organizational need of possessing right people in right numbers at the right time is met. Then it enables to determine future employee demand in advance. Then it also ensures that the human resource of the organization is utilized in a more effective and efficient manner. It helps to create and develop training and succession planning which will result in producing highly competent managerial and professional employees. And also one of the most important factors about human resource planning is that it helps to avoid labor shortages and surpluses which may arise in the future. Other than this, the main factor about human resource planning is that it is useful in decision making with regard to almost all human resource management activities such as recruitment and selection, training and development, and career development. Now I will briefly explain the process of human resource planning. The first step is to forecast or estimate future demand for human resource. For this purpose, techniques such as trend analysis and ratio analysis can be used. Then as the second step, the current human resource supply has to be assessed. This could be done by analyzing the information about present human resources inventory and also through judgment techniques. HR supply takes two forms such as internal HR supply and external HR supply. Therefore, you should keep in mind and ensure that Both these categories are assessed. Then as this third step, the forecasted future demand for human resource and current human resource supply needs to be compared. For this purpose, forecasting is followed. After that, strategies have to be prepared to fill the gaps identified between human resource demands and supply. Then, as the last step, the human resource planning effort has to be evaluated to identify loopholes and also the improvement. Let's look at what is meant by human resource forecasting. Basically, it is the process of estimating future human resource demand and supply of an organization under a given set of assumptions with regard to the organizational policies and environmental conditions under which it operates. Therefore, this is a concept which is important with regard to the human resource planning process, because without forecasting, the gaps between human resource demand and supply cannot be assessed. These are some of the main factors which raise the need of forecasting. They are organizational growth or expansion, employee turnover, technological improvements and innovations, introducing new products or services, and changes in employment trends. Now I will briefly explain the techniques which can be followed when forecasting human resource demands. We will go one by one. The first one is trend analysis. In this, a study is conducted with regard to past employment needs of a considerable time period and then identifies a pattern in the organization which will guide in predicting future human resource requirements. The next one is ratio analysis. In this, the future staff requirements are forecasted by using a ratio between a particular business variable such as sales volume and number of employees required for that purpose. Other than these two methods, there are some other techniques as well. They are workload analysis and judgment. Let's look at some techniques for estimating HR supply as well. The first one is to examine or analyze the information about present human resources inventory. For this purpose, skill inventories and management inventories can be followed. Then replacement planning is used in planning internal HR supply, and it locates the potential vacant positions and identifies the most important or urgent position that has to be filled. In succession planning, a pool of qualified managers are developed with a view of subjecting them to management succession. These last two techniques are focused on identifying and organizing potential replacements through judgment. Let's look at some human resource strategies for avoiding labor surplus and shortage. In avoiding surplus, the organizations can freeze recruitment or hiring. That means stopping or halting hiring of new employees for a particular period of time. Then voluntary retirement schemes can also be followed and pay reductions can be done. Layoffs is another method, and in that the employment status of an employee is terminated. This could be either a temporary suspension or a permanent one. And also, excess employees could be transferred to fill vacant positions without hiring new employees to fill such positions. Work sharing is another method, and attrition of employees could be done either due to voluntary or involuntary reasons. For example, this can be done through natural means like retirement and also resignation and termination of contract of employment. On the other hand, in order to avoid shortage, overtime could be promoted, temporary and contract workers could be hired, automation and technological innovation could be utilized. Outsourcing work is another method. And excessive turnover affects a business adversely, and therefore it is important to reduce turnover in order to avoid shortage of employees. Another way is to focus on training the existing employees in order to assign additional responsibilities for them. And the organizations can also hire new employees mainly when the other methods cannot be followed. So with that, we come to the end of our lecture on human resource planning.